Hi everyone. Let's see. There's these declarations that I've gotten from an author I was watching on YouTube. Um, I forget his name right now, but he said you're supposed to hold your hand on your heart and repeat and say these declarations. So let's see. My inner world creates my outer world. What I heard about money isn't necessarily true. I choose to adopt new ways of thinking that support my happiness and success. What I model around money was their way. I choose my way. I release my non supportive money experience from the past and create a new rich future. I release my non supportive, let me say that again. I release my non supportive money experience from the past and create a new rich future. I observe my thoughts and entertain only those that empower me. I create the exact amount of my financial success. My goal is to become a millionaire and more. These are my declarations. I commit to being rich. I think big. I choose to help thousands of people. I promote my value to others with passion and enthusiasm. I am an excellent receiver. I am open and willing to receive massive amounts of money into my life. I choose to get paid based on my results. I always think both. I focus on building my network. I am an excellent money manager. My money works hard for me and makes me more and more money. I am committed to constantly learning and growing. I will now touch my head and say, I have a millionaire's mind. Yay. Yay. Let's see. This gotta work. This got to work. I'm gonna have to get up and start declaring things into my life, not just hoping or wishing or putting it out there for um, for a minute or two and then letting go of it. I have to start really declaring my what I want to happen in my life. Um, I always decree a thing. I always decree Psalms 91. Of course, we're supposed to do that. And some of Proverbs, which I'm not too familiar with that book more so than I am some. So I stick with what I know normally, but I'm gonna start getting into declaring the things, the positive things in my life. I mean, like really, really declaring. Hi, if I did not say this, I'm Lovely Ruth, coming to you with another video. It's Thursday, July the 7th. Yay! Almost through it this week. Uh, this month I know it's gonna shoot by so fast, and I am not quite ready. I'm ready, but I'm not ready. I want to be totally prepared for what's next. So I am, the month of June, it was like creeping by. It was like one day at a time. It was so slow, so laid back. But now July is all mixed up. Full moons or something about the stars or something going on in July that's got everybody mixed up or got everybody going haywire. So I'm not an astrologist. I hear things briefly, Google or YouTube or something, some message, and so I it's confirmed because that's exactly what I'm, going through. That's the emotions, the vibes that's happening around me. So um yeah, I like to look at my sign every once in a while, my horoscope, and just for entertainment purposes, not to, really determine. that's going to happen in my day. I like to read my horoscopes later on in the day, like later in the day, in that if it can explain what I went through, if it tells me exactly what I went through, then it was on point. And most of the time, it's on point with Libras. I don't know about any other zodiac sign, but it's cool. It's entertainment. It's cool. It's cool. But I live and I follow Jesus. It's That's just that's just what I do. So what he says goes. The messages that I hear from, um, any prophetic word or any sermon I hear that day, and you can clearly hear Jesus or God speaking to you through those sermons, then that's just confirmation. And that's the kind of stuff I like. That's what I get up for in the morning, to hear from God, and no matter what way. But as long as I hear from God and he's like putting that stamp on my life, for that day, that's all I can ask for. It's all I can ask for. So I'm going to take this time this weekend. I think what I'm going to do is go into a deep kind of meditation thing, like make it really cozy and quiet and serene in my living room, and pray and meditate, because I had not found the time, too much time to do it. I do it a little. I always pray, but to take that time and to just relax and let my body just relax and calm down and open my mind up to, explore or hear God more clear or whatever. So I intend to do that. My grandbaby, I call him a grandbaby, but he's my grandson. So I just sent him home. He's gone. So I got a little time today and tomorrow, today, all day today, and a little bit in the morning to study for this test. Go take this test. Um, Come back home, and get ready for the weekend tomorrow. So that's it for me. I am almost done packing. There's nothing else that I can do but to uh, get it somewhere. Put it in a storage and go take it from there. Um, Today I set out to get I needed my birth certificates. My birth certificate for me, everybody in my family. Well, all my brothers and sisters got theirs right prior to my mom passing. A couple of years prior to my mom passing, she made sure we took our. Don't ask me why she still had our birth certificates. My mom kept purses, and these were her file cabinets per se. So she had these purses, right? A whole bunch of purses where she put documents in, and she put her jewelry and stuff, important stuff in. And then over here she'll put uh, baby records, shot records, and all some more documents. And then another person have just money, her money bag. That's what I would call it. And so she had these purses, right? And she would have all these and I think that's where I get it from. All these like bags of important mail, important documents, just wrapped, tied up and put away in the closet. I mean, she had boxes and bags of things. And so when she passed, we were like almost like going through that stuff, and it was a lot of documents, important documents, and some stuff that needed to just be thrown away. We hold on to a lot of things, like I said yesterday. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, wow, um, how maybe I didn't say it to you guys, but I started writing a book. But in that book, I put on in there how we, uh, if our minds are cluttered, our surroundings, our apartments, our homes, our cars will be cluttered too, because what's in our minds, what's in our homes, in our cars and everything comes from our mind. In order to get into your home, it had to be first in your mind. So whatever I thought I needed, or I visualized having, it came about through my mind, so there's the coffee table that I wanted, or there's those boxes that I envisioned having because I'm moving, or those candlesticks that I saw it myself. I saw them on my dining room table before I even got them, so they came into fruition. So if it's clutter, if it's a whole lot of mail, if it's a whole lot of shoes or knickknacks, that's coming from within. And so also, it's our past, or what our circumstances were when we were younger, shows up when we're older and live in adult lives. So the clutter and the saving of papers and paperwork and all that, I pretty much, I had to have gotten it from my mom, my parents. So it's like I cannot throw away mail directly. Like I went to the mailbox today. I cannot take that mail, even though it's what is it? I don't even know what it is. Newspaper ads. Because I say I bring them in because I say I'm going to look through them and see what's on sale. But I never do. And other stuff like credit card offers. I don't want any credit cards. But yet I can't make myself throw that stuff away. I wouldn't say junk mail per se, 'cause I don't get a lot of junk mail. I get um, medical ads and doctor bills, of course. Doctor bills and stuff like that. So I'll put it on the table, right? And then at night tomorrow I'll put some more, and then tomorrow I'll put some more, and then I'll take them. I say, oh, it's too many. Then I'll stick them in a box or a bag, a tote bag, and then I say I'm gonna sit down and go through them. And that's my mentality. Like, throw it away right when you get it. It's a big trash can at the mailbox, so you can just toss your stuff in there. Doesn't make any sense to keep creating more and more stuff piling up and stuff. Why do we get that stuff? Why do we do that? I don't know. We should explore that. We should explore that. But back to that, I got way off the subject. I set out to go and get my birth certificate this morning, which I panicked because I thought, it was impossible. You have to mail it. Get it, print it out, mail it back in 2-3 days later, or priority mail, and got to sit and wait till it come and all of this other stuff. And so everything, when I started looking into it, it was too late. It was 5:30 yesterday. So it was like I couldn't speak to anybody. So I got the information. I made a phone call this morning, and the lady said that we can walk in and get our birth certificates. I had no idea we can do that. At any annex, we can go in. But what I did, I printed out my paperwork, filled it out, and took it back to them. And it took 2 minutes, maybe at the most, for her to keep my stuff in there and then print it out, the short version of it, and that's all, pretty much all I needed. So, and it was like $23. So now I got that. That's the one thing we could not find when we was going through my mom's stuff, even prior to her giving it to us. I didn't have mine. Everybody, I think, else got theirs, but I did not have mine. And for a while, it was like, I'll get it when I need it. So I really need it. So I went and got that this morning. So that was good. Excuse me. So that was good. And I went to visit my sister, and that's the sister that I really, really love. And I love all of them, but that's the sister that I talk to every day. I don't know. I might have hurt her feelings, but I told her she had a contrite spirit on her today. It was like everything you say to her, she was in defense. She was resilient about any ideas or anything that you say. Let's watch this. Why can't we watch this? Or, nah, y'all wanted to, yeah, it was all negative. It was a contrite spirit. So I picked that up right away, and it was like, I mean, she don't really usually treat me like that, but it's something about when I come around her, she treats me different. And then I don't know if it was because my other sister was there, or other people was there, or whatever, but I got out of there because I don't understand. Sometimes I don't Sometimes it's me. Sometimes I admit that it's me, that I am not right in the sense of I'm having a, we all have bad days. I wasn't having a bad day. It's just, it's hot. It's some things that I need to get done. It's some things that I am postponing, putting out, because there's just so much I need to do. And then sometimes I like to get out of this apartment and get some fresh air and go around and drive around. I went and got lunch, and we stopped over there, and it was like, maybe I shouldn't have went over there. Maybe it wasn't a good day to visit. I don't know. I just pray that I'm not the one carrying or living in strife, or carrying any kind of resilient spirit on me that offends people, or I don't see it. You know how we could be angry for no reason. We don't even know we're angry. It's just our responses to people, or how we act, or our voice, our pitch. It's like when you step back and you look like, wow, why am I like this? Then you calm down. I know why I could have been in a bad mood today. Is because my blood pressure is up really high right now. I'm not gonna even say the number, but I just took something for it. My blood pressure was kind of up because lately I've been getting out of bed, getting ready to do things that I need to do, and sometimes I don't eat. When I don't eat breakfast, all kinds of, it just reacts. All these things come from not eating breakfast, and breakfast is very important, and I hadn't had time to do that, but I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start exercising. That's a promise to myself. I'm going to start exercising and eating a small breakfast, even if it's a piece of toast. I'm going to be happy with that, and start my day off with brain power, because I don't get my momentum until uh thinking until like noon or so nowadays. So yeah, I gotta start going to bed early. I gotta start back get pumping into that Bible. Like, I just get in it, even when I don't feel like reading. It'll read to me. I'm gonna start getting back into that and studying it, and getting a little bit more rest. Yeah, and not worrying about the weight of the world for a day, because it's nothing I can do about it. It's nothing I can do about my circumstances, but live in it, learn from it, and pray to God. That's all I could pretty much do. And I do not have to take my energy and put it on anybody else, or make anybody else feel bad. And I don't expect nobody else to make me feel bad. You know what I mean? I don't expect nobody to say, I'm having a bad day, so I'm gonna take it out on you. I don't like that, because God might be moving me towards something, and then you triggering me, and that's a thing this family could do. Oh, they're good at. If I'm triggered and I'm turned in the opposite direction, I mean, I'm misplaced. Put it that way, and then I'm not walking in that path that I saw for myself that morning, that aligning myself up with God. So I don't like people to do that. But what could you do? I mean, what could you do? you know, but get away, like leave, no animosity. I don't have any animosity towards people who try to trigger me. I sometimes find myself spiritually feeling the need to call one of my brothers or my sisters. And when I do so, I just do. I mean, before I know it, I got the phone, and I'm calling them, and then I'm saying, "How you doing?" And then, like one of my brothers last night, he starts saying, "What you doing up this time of night?" I'm like, "It's 9:20. It's 9:24. What do you mean what I'm doing up? I stay up later than this. I'm just calling you to just say hi, see what's up with you." And he goes, "Well, everybody else sleep. Everybody else want to be sleep." And he did all this big dramatic, like, why y'all don't, why everybody in this family go home and close their doors and lock, turn off the light, close their blinds, turn off the light. They in their little cubby hole. They don't come out, and they act like that's it. They shut it out. And I said, yes. Yes, that's nothing out there. There's nothing out there at night that I want to entertain. I mean, if I was dating someone, maybe if we were out on a date, go get something to eat, come back or whatever. That's a different story. But as far as my everyday normal life, what I don't club, it's nobody that you can visit that time of night. I mean, unless you doing the booty call run or something. I ain't into that. And so everything that I need, I get it in the daytime on my way home from something, uh, from an appointment or something, and I come home where I settle up for bed. And so even though I stay up, I don't have no intentions, unless there's an emergency, no intentions to run the street at night. I mean, what are we looking for? And my eyesight's already bad. Why would I, it's nothing out there for me. And I don't even know why I was thinking, I don't know why he's fussing about that, because every time I talk to him, he's fussing. But he went on, oh, well, what your daughter and she, what's she doing up sleep? I said she worked this morning. When she come home, take care of her kid. That's another job. And she probably just tired. She probably just want to go to bed early. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with getting extra hours of sleep or getting your 8 hours in. And you're supposed to get your 8 hours in. And that's probably why I'm a little testy these days, because I'm not getting enough sleep when I can clearly find the time to get some sleep. I just don't sleep in the daytime. It's just too much light going on. I have to sleep in the dark. So, and cool, and a cool climate. So no, I cannot sleep in the daytime, even though I'm sleeping right now. Got a Zoom meeting in a minute. But I cannot sleep in the daytime. And then at night, most people want to relax and read their Bibles or read books or watch a little TV or, study or do their own thing in the comfort without the drama. And what I call him for is I don't know why. Sometimes my spirit pulls me to call people out the blue just to check on them. And that was a trigger, but I was led to that. I think my patience is being tested right now, and how I let people handle me is being tested, because I gotta grow some tough skin. Because what I'm about to get into, you gotta have tough skin. You gotta be able to let me pull this down, so able to get with it. You can't be timid and let somebody run over you or talk crazy to you. I refuse, and I was thinking this the other day, I refuse to work anymore and let people talk crazy to me, like tell me something in a demeaning way, and I'm supposed to respond to it, and I'm supposed to say okay, and I'm supposed to take it. I'm not big and bad. I'm not the angry black woman. I'm not. But think about it this way: if somebody's screaming at you on a text or talking to you on called you and say, oh, you're supposed to be on this Zoom meeting, we got to make sure this is done, and this and this and this and that. There is a way in which you can talk to a person. You can talk gentle or nice to a person. And I used to always, that's the reason why I got along with everybody, because I'm not your kid. I'm not your kid. You can't, at the job, you can't talk to me as though you birthed me into this world. You can't talk to me as though you woke me up this morning, or you have some kind of hold or big thing over my head intimidating me. You can talk to me in any kind of way and it's okay. Who does that? Do people have sense these days? What's coming out of your mouth, is it intending for to hurt somebody's feelings or hurt somebody or damage their self-esteem? You know, people take on a mental complex because people talk to them any kind of way. I don't understand that. Do you not know that the same feelings you may have if somebody say that to you, that another person might have? It beats me. It beats me because I don't understand how you can go out and offend someone, or offend someone even through text or email or whatever, because it's people at the job that I came from will tear you up in an email, just like da 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 da. I mean, just in the meeting, Zoom meetings, just was rip a hole in you. I don't understand, where's the ethic of working on a job. There is no streamline for bullying. There is no streamline for talking crazy to people, like as if let me mess them up. Let me mess their day up. Let me make it so bad that they go home and attack their husband or attack their wives and children. Let me make it so bad that they don't want to come the next day, but they're going to come anyway for the paycheck. Let me do, are they thinking? Are they thinking like, I wouldn't want nobody to talk to my wife like that? Or no, he didn't. No, he didn't, talk to my daughter like that. It's like you have to think prior to letting something, I think, come out of your mouth. I think if you take, it should be a 5-second rule before that you have it in your mind. It's in your thought, right? It's in it's in your vocals. And before it comes out, you should have a 5-second rule. Like, how is this going to make this person feel? Not that you have to walk on eggshells and be sensitive towards everybody, but there's a morality of it. It's like, because whatever's coming out of my mouth, I cannot take back. It's there. It's out in the universe. I mean, it's out. Just can't take it back. No matter how many times you apologize or whatever, can't take it back. It's done. And so, if we were to, that's why I said we have to even do the 5-second rule on when somebody triggers you, or somebody say bad thing or something negative, and before you respond, because if you respond right away, you're going to be negative too. It's going to come, it's like a reaction kind of thing. So if you think about it, take 5 seconds to think about how this person going to feel when I say this. Is it going to be something I can't fix? What impression am I giving to this person? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful of that. I think we need to be careful of how we react or treat people, because in turn, somebody gonna treat you worse. I mean, that's why I don't go out to purposely hurt anybody or make anybody feel any kind of way. And I think that's why I don't have a relationship right now, because I choose not to conform to somebody that would want me to feel a certain kind of way, like feel that I'm not good enough, or feel like I don't know what I'm thinking or what to think on my own. You have to put those thoughts or tell me how I feel or how I think. I don't want anybody to correct me as far as how I feel about a thing or how I'm looking at a thing. My views may not be your views. My way of thinking may not be your way of thinking. My way of living may not be your way of living. So, and when you try to put a relationship together like that, it's gonna clash. It's not gonna one or the other have to confirm or bow down. So yeah, and I don't want that. I don't want that. One second. Anyway, real quick, I had to catch that. I'm so sorry. Um, yeah, the relationship will not work like that. It's just you're conforming to that person, and I don't have time. And I'm not being bashing anybody or whatever. I don't have time for anyone to play with my mind or play with my time, actually, because my time is important to me. And if you're not mature, I don't want to raise no other woman's boy to be a man. He should already be a man. I don't want to date a 65-year-old boy. You know what I mean? I mean, it comes a time where you have to really know what you want and not try to take advantage of people who are trying to find a healthy relationship with someone, um, and you take advantage of that because you lived it and you've been through this and you had this type of woman and women trying to get over you or whatever. Don't start with me. I mean, don't start, bypass me, because I don't have the time to babysit. I don't have the time to be emotionally involved with somebody who's emotionally unattached or not well. I would say not well, because any two ways that you're that age and don't know what you want or don't know what you need, or you still trying to live in your past, I don't have time for that. So if you know, if you're in my zone, or you're in my atmosphere and coming with that, no, I that's the truth saying. I could do bad all by myself. Matter of fact, you do good, so I'm looking for somebody that I'm not even looking anymore. I just know what I don't want. I do know what I don't want. And when that right person come along, I'm going to know that it's him, because it ain't going to be that stuff. So I don't know how I even got on that subject, but yeah, people come and make you feel bad, make you feel some type of way. You don't have to conform to anybody. You know who you are. You know whose you are. You know your value. Know your value. Know how to love you, and then you'll know how to expect somebody to love. I mean, for you to love somebody else, you know how to treat them. So I said all that to say this, but I gotta go. I will get back on here later on. I think I am gonna release this video, because sometimes I make some crazy videos and I do not release them because I say some things, y'all, not that I can't take back. So who knows? I might release this one. I am going to release this one. But have a good day. Continue to have a good day. If I don't talk with you later, have a good evening. And I will see you in the later one. Bye.